I know.
You know, that's wrong. You got to pay your people, but you got to take care of the studio.
Well, let's go on from there. So, you've had a pretty good career because you work with a lot of big people. And I was watching an interview on A Word on Westerns with you, and you were talking about you've worked with Wayne, Kirk Douglas, Burt Lancaster, all those different things, and you worked on a thing called Ulzana's Raid.
Yes, sir.
With Burt Lancaster, right?
Yeah.
And you did a pretty gnarly wreck on that. Weren't you doubling Dean Smith in that?
Yes.
So what happened?
Well, Dean was playing the part. He's a good actor, and just, our Patty Elder, great stunt lady.
Yeah.
Jeannie will tell you that.
Jeannie will tell.
And so, Dean had to, with a little kid on the back, had to follow this horse, and it didn't work. He couldn't get him down, so. So they said, no stunt coordinator, right? Big Tony was there, and so they said, Burton. And so I went over into this horse, and I drilled some holes in the above the shoe, and I hooked up my toe tapper cables. And I said, okay, and the humane guy's standing there, and he says, what are you doing? I said, just watch. So Patty's behind me.
He goes over to the wagon.
Anyway, I go, I did a toe tapper is what it was. It's the same thing as rolling a W, only you do it yourself. You're not dragging cable,
right?
Which I've done several of both. And I had a little cable with a little tiny handle in my hand. I pulled a hammer on this sucker, and he went end over it, down the hill with Patty and I behind me. It was a wreck.
It was a wreck.
Yeah.
And you're watching it right now. And so what happened to the was it ASPCA guy, the guy who was supposed to be the animal?
He went nuts, and the director and Lancaster said, "Hey, just quiet down. I'll sue you for this whole thing with the humane thing has gotten nuts."
And that guy retired, right?
Oh yeah, I retired him.